Unpacking Medicine with Tsholofelo Thamae.
Medicine is basically becoming a medical doctor. Some people know medical doctors as a GP, a surgeon, and etc. That's basically what medicine is about. It's the foundation of becoming all those things and more. And it's basically a degree that assists us in promoting health and preventing illnesses, by diagnosing illnesses, by treating them, and also prescribing medication and so much more. And if you're familiar with, those medical movies like Grey's Anatomy and them where doctors are busy running around and stuff, it pretty much gives you an idea of what medicine is about. And it's a 6-year long degree, 6 years long. So yeah.
Great. Okay, so why medicine?
Um, to be honest, it's something that has always intrigued me from a very young age. Like, I remember if my mom would take me to like the doctor, I was always intrigued by it. Or if there was someone that was not okay at home, I was always like fascinated about it. And when I got to my higher grades, I obviously had other options that I was interested in, but medicine was just something that was always the first. And just seeing my loved ones just affirming it, because one of my characteristics is that I'm super super inquisitive. I love knowing more and I love helping people. So my loved ones have always like just affirmed it to me at a very young age that I'm definitely going to end up in that type of environment. So yeah, basically those are some of the reasons why I decided to study medicine.
Oh, that is really beautiful. That's a beautiful story. So, when did you realize that medicine was what you wanted to study? Was it from that time when your mom used to take you to the doctor and all, or was it like at a later stage in life?
It was definitely at a later stage in life when I got to high school, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12. And I did a little bit of research about it. Even when I got to university, I didn't get into medicine straight from high school. I got in through nursing. And even when I was doing nursing, I loved healthcare. And I've always known, like, I guess it's something that God has embedded as part of my purpose. Like I've just always known that I want to do medicine at the end of the day. So yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned nursing. I have never heard of someone that transitions from nursing into medicine. How does that happen?
You need to be in a university that offers medicine, for example. So in my case, I did nursing via UP. And then when I was in my first year, I applied into something that is called an internal application system. So an internal application system is basically applying for a transfer to switch courses. So at UP, you can change courses from any course to medicine. I applied for that and then I got in. So it depends on which university you are in. But if you are in a university that offers medicine like UP, SMU, Wits, and etc., you can definitely check with them if you're allowed to transfer. And I'm pretty sure that you can do it. Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. Hey, I'm really happy that you could transfer. What career opportunities are there for people that study medicine?
There's a lot. Like there's so many career opportunities. Some I do not even know yet because I'm still doing my research. However, the ones that a lot of us are familiar with while we are students is that you can become a GP. That's your family doctor. That's basically your local doctor. So after doing medicine for 6 years, you basically have to work for another 3 years to get experience. And then right after that, you can open your practice and become a general practitioner. That's what we refer to as a GP. And then alternatively, you can choose to specialize. When you specialize, you can either go the surgical route, so you can become a surgeon of any sort, a neurosurgeon dealing with the brain. You can become an orthopedic surgeon. You're basically dealing with the bones and everything that that's around that. You can also become a specialist physician. So you would be basically doing, like, for example, if you're a pediatrician, you would be dealing with children. So there's so many things that you can specialize in medicine.
Great. Is there anything else that you'd like us to know about medicine?
Yes. So just to summarize a few ways one can get into medicine, the common route that most of us would know is straight from high school, as we discussed. However, if you do not qualify straight, there's more alternatives. Like I said, you can qualify as an undergrad. That's basically the route that I took. You just have to make sure that the university that you were in does offer medicine, and then just check with the faculty and do the transfer using an internal application system. Alternatively, you can also switch to medicine as a postgrad. So you can finish whatever degree that you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's a health degree or not. And then you go to VIT and you enroll for what is known as a GEMP program. And this will allow you to basically do medicine in less than 6 years. So it will allow you to do medicine for 3 years. And if that doesn't work, you can also choose to apply from any other university. You will start from first year, but they will credit you a lot of modules. Like, I'm in class with people that had like 1 or 2 degrees before medicine, and it pretty much worked for them, because the good thing about that is you also like can work part-time for yourself when it's not too hectic. So yeah.
So, okay, wait, about what you mentioned about having another degree than just switching to medicine for 3 years, does it have to be like a science degree or it can be any degree?
It can be any degree. It doesn't have to be a science degree. The requirement is that it has to be a degree. Whether it's a health related degree or not, it does not matter. However, a lot of people they apply when they have a health degree because that gives you an idea of some of the skills that you're going to have in the future. But for this program specifically, you just need a degree. It doesn't matter if it's health or not.
That's beautiful. So, have you experienced anything that you had never expected to go through before you started your medicine course?
Definitely. Like, I did nursing before medicine. So with that, how it goes is that you start going to the hospital at an early stage. So basically, I never thought that I would experience losing a patient, and actually having to go through that process, because it's really not an easy process. And I think another thing that I never thought I'd go through is grief at such an early stage of my career. Like, I had to go through losing friends. Like, I don't think there's any pain that could surpass having to bury your loved ones, including friends that you thought you were going to make it far in life with. So those are some of the things that I never thought I would experience. Even in medicine, I think one thing I never expected was the mental, the toll it was gonna take on my mental health. I knew that it was challenging. I knew that it requires a lot of work and a lot of time dedicating to studying. However, now that I know how mentally draining it could be, I have to make sure that I always take care of my mental health. So yeah.
So, is there any form of therapy that is given to you, medical student?
Yes, definitely. So the school offers what is known as a UP counseling. So it's basically a number that when you do your first year, you get told about it. You do like a module whereby they give you different options in which you can reach out for help, numbers. You can also meet up with the psychologist and the therapist just to figure out how everything goes. But from also like outside school giving us those options, I also have a personal therapist. I have someone that I go to if I'm not feeling okay, and my support system is amazing. Like, they don't even have to know like what is the real issue. If I just tell them I'm not okay, they'll just make sure that I'm supported. And I also do mental health check-ins on myself. Like, I literally set a time every second day just to go and process everything that I feel like I'm not okay with or anything like that.
beautiful. Great. Good to hear that you've got a great support system as well. And the last question that I have for you is, at which stage of your studies do you start having practicals?
So it varies. In medicine, it varies per university. Some universities start earlier than others, but at the end of the day, you are all going to get enough exposure to become competent. So I'll make an example with me because I'm in UP. In UP, you start going to the hospital. I don't want to say full time because there's a balance of classes and hospital, but you start getting exposure more in third year. In third year, that's when you start doing your rotations in different hospitals and getting exposure there. But in first year and second year, you get skills basically. You get like modules that prepare you for some of the skills that you're going to do in later stages. And in some universities, they actually do modules like that and expose you to the hospital setting as well. So yeah, it's a balance of both.
Thank you so much, Tulu, for being here and providing us with all this information. I'll put your handle somewhere out there so that our viewers can also check your content out. It's really helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.